Hey everyone, Ken Furukawa here, and welcome to my case study update where I am building a profitable affiliate marketing business using the power of YouTube. And I've been following along with the Taking Action Online 7-Step Action Plan as well as the Tao Marketing Academy. And guys, we are literally almost ready to cross the finish line. All right, so let me just show you where we're at. I just completed Marketing Academy week 25 and 26. This one is called Continuous Daily Commissions, aka Passive Income. And this one I really like, and I think you're going to enjoy it too, because this is about controlling when you make money, okay, and doing what we call one-off promotions. And one-off promotions are things like, let's say there's a product launch in your niche that you want to get involved with and you want to promote this to your email list. This is something where weeks 25 and 26, Philip is going to tell you how to get that kind of stuff set up, okay? I want to caveat this with the fact that if you don't have a product that you want to promote, then that's not a problem. Okay. Right now, I have my main product that we will be promoting consistently. It's an evergreen product, so it's not like a one-off promotion. Okay. So I will be doing that most of the time. If I do encounter a product that I feel would be beneficial to my audience, then of course I will create my promotion and then I will promote to my list. Okay. But it'll be a one-off thing. All right. So when we go into this training here, let me just show you what I've learned. First of all, of course, Philip is going to go through the funnel. Okay, and he's going to talk about the funnel and what we're going to be adding to the funnel. Okay, so this overview is critical because you're going to be adding on a different component, but it's going to be separate. If that makes sense. So I'm not connecting anything to existing automations because once everybody goes through my welcome sequence and my promotional sequence, they're all on my broadcast list. And then from there, now I am free to promote to them. And so he's going to talk about the process of putting that promotion together, all the different components, okay? He talks about setup here and how to get all of this set up so that you're prepared to run this automation, this promotional automation. Okay, so things like setting up the automation right here. By the way, if you are using GetResponse, he is going to provide you with a template that you can use so that you can just pretty much type up your emails and drop them in there. I'm not using GetResponse, even though it's my autoresponder of choice. For this particular case study, I am using System.io. And the reason why I'm using it is because it's an all-in-one platform. It is free. However, I upgraded because, I really like the features and I wanted to have more options when I'm putting together my promotions. Okay, so that's the reason why I did that. But if you have GetResponse, then all you got to do is download the template and then import it into your GetResponse account. And then Philip's going to walk through how to set it all up, okay? Then comes the hype email. And if you guys are not familiar with hype emails, if you've never launched a promotion before, then the hype email is going to be very, very important, okay? Basically, when you're promoting something to your list, you just don't immediately tell them, hey, go ahead and buy this or check it out and buy it, right? There's a little bit of buildup that you want to have. Meaning you want to hype up the fact that you have a tool or a software or a blog post or whatever it is that you are trying to promote to them, that you have it and you don't want to tell them exactly what it's all about, but you do want to create some intrigue. You want your audience to feel like, yeah, this sounds interesting. I'll prepare myself and I'll write it in my calendar to open up your email in the next couple of days. Okay, it's there to prepare them for what's coming up. Okay, you don't want to shock people by saying, "Hey, it's Ken. Go ahead, buy this product. It's awesome." Right? I want to kind of hype it up to them without revealing what it is, and to get them to open up the email so they can go down the path, okay, along with me. Then he talks about writing the emails. And in this one, Philip's going to use a tool, an AI tool. You can use any AI tool you want. I use ChatGPT. And so ChatGPT is really good at helping me develop ideas for my emails. Okay. I don't just copy and paste the emails. I like to go in and read through them and then add my own personal touch to it, if that makes sense. Because I have a certain way of saying things and doing things. I may have a dry sense of humor at times, and I want my emails to reflect that. So, but if you want to use AI to help you write them, by all means do, okay? Because at the end of the day, you gotta just get started, right? There's never going to be a perfect email, and so the only way you're going to learn is by failing forward, making mistakes, learning from the mistakes, and improving. So for a lot of you guys out there, if you're intimidated with writing emails, then utilize any AI tool that you can just to get started. Okay, it's good enough, and you'll learn from there. All right, and then he talks about how to start the promotion. And this is something that's really more, again, it's going to be related to get response. And so System.io may work a little bit different than this. I watched the video. I know how to set up promotions and send out a newsletter first to activate the promotion. But that's through get response. With System.io, I'm going to do it totally different. And so I watched it, but again, I'm going to be creating my own promotion using System.io, and I'm not going to be following what's here on the Marketing Academy. And then Philip goes on to talk about bonus offers. And bonus offers are not mandatory, but I would say bonus offers help increase your conversions, meaning they help increase sales. If someone sees a product that you're promoting, and you have a custom bonus where, let's say, you have a mini video tutorial on how to do something related to that product, that adds more value, and that can mean the difference between them buying it and not buying it. So while it's not necessary in the beginning, especially, it can be intimidating, right, to create a bonus. It's not necessary to do so. As you gain experience, you're going to find that it's something that you're going to want to do. And by going through the process of creating the bonuses, it's going to be helpful overall. Because throughout your career as an affiliate marketer, whatever your niche you're in, you're going to want to come up with bonuses. You don't have to come up with 15 or 20 different bonuses, okay? You just got to come up with one or two that actually enhance the experience of the product that you're promoting. Okay, that's what bonuses are. Okay, this is not Warrior Plus or JV Zoo where they bonus stack and they have 15 bonuses which basically mean nothing, right? It's just to give you the perception that it's valuable. The bonuses that you create could be one bonus, and it could be the most valuable bonus, okay? So always keep that in mind. You want to provide additional value. Then, this one is a must-see, okay? This webinar that he did a while back, called Sell Me This Pen, let's talk about selling, is something that's really important because, none of us like to be sold to, right? Right? Somebody comes up to you and they try to sell to you. You kind of take a step back and you're like, oh, it's someone trying to sell me something. But when you flip it around, right, and you're the person trying to sell, you don't like being sold to, but yet now you've got to sell to somebody. There can be a mental roadblock with that. And I encountered it in the beginning, even though I worked in sales in the corporate world. I encountered it in the beginning because I didn't want to feel too pushy or too salesy or any of that stuff, even though I had formal sales training, right? So it's something that you have to get over, because if you don't sell, then you are doing a disservice to your subscriber, to your potential customer, okay? And the reason why is, if you follow the Tao training, if you follow what Philip teaches, which is selling based on honesty and transparency and trust, when you sell a product, if you've established that with your audience, they are going to trust your opinion. They're going to respect your opinion. And so if you have a product and you don't want to sell the product because you feel icky or whatever it is, then you're doing a disservice to them, because the product that you want to promote to them is a product that you feel and you've tried and you've used and maybe you even own that could actually help them. Okay. So there's a mental hurdle for a lot of beginners that they have to get over, that if you have a product and you feel it's valuable, then sell the product to your audience. Okay. It's up to them to decide whether or not they want to buy it. But again, if you don't let them know about the product or service, then who knows? They may actually need that product or service. And if you don't let them know about it and try to sell it to them, then, well, you're doing them a disservice. So this one was a really good one. I was on this one live, and it was refreshing to watch it again because it brought back all these memories, and it was a good reminder that you have to sell. You just gotta sell. And if you don't sell, you're not going to make any money, guys. Okay. Don't feel bad about making money when you're selling something of value to people. Okay. You should get rewarded for your recommendation. You should get rewarded for your honesty and your transparency and the trust that you build up with your audience. You should be rewarded for that. And so in that way, if you sold something of value to that person, guess what happens later on? Because you operate with integrity, when you promote something else later on, they may not buy it, but they certainly will open up your emails and read and learn about it. Okay. And so again, this one to me, this is, all this other stuff was more, I want to say technical, but it's the nitty gritty things, the little things that you have to do in order to set up your promotion. But this right here is more of the mental aspect, which I think a lot of people really need to focus on and overcome. So that was weeks 25 and 26. As I had mentioned, I don't have a one-off product that I want to promote, but in my other business, my other marketing business that I built following Philip's training, I do have one-off promotions that I send to my email list, and I make sales from them. And it's because my business was built on that, honesty, transparency, and trust. It was all about integrity. So my audience, when they see my emails, they'll open them, they'll take a look at what I have to offer. And if they have the interest, and they buy it, right? If they don't buy it, then the next promotion will come up somewhere later on down the road. But in the meantime, the advice that, Philip gave was that if you don't have any of those products, then what you got to do is continue emailing broadcast messages to your list. Okay, you got to keep in contact with them. You got to share value. You got to just be in front of them just for branding purposes only. Okay, so guys, that is weeks 25 and 26. I got to show you something here because, like I said, we're almost ready to cross the finish line here. And if I go down here, I have this last one right here. I don't know what it is. I haven't even looked at it yet because I'm just following along with the training. But it is graduation time, right? And so I don't know what's inside here. I'm not going to look at it. I'll show it to you guys in a couple of weeks, okay? So this one, Life as a 1% Marketer, is going to be the last one. And the case study will be over. And, from there, the real work begins, right? Just because you go through all of this, I set up my business. It's set up. It's ready to go. Now the real work begins, meaning I got to create content. I got to keep pushing. I got to keep learning. I have to improve on everything that I'm doing, tweak it just little by little and improve. And that's what it is. It's all about, that's your business. It's all about doing it over and over again, rinse and repeat. And, this is the life that I chose. I'm very happy with it and I'm excited for it. I'm excited that I built this channel and that I'm producing content and I'm getting traffic and that, I'm getting subscribers, albeit they're happening slowly. I know that it's going to start increasing as I create more and more content. So with that, let's take a look at the checklist here. So here's weeks 25 and 26. Keep posting one piece of content per week. Guys, I post twice a week. Every other week it's 3 times, 3 pieces of content. So I'm going to keep up with the 2 posts per week, meaning uploading videos to my YouTube channel. Watching all the lessons one time so you understand the whole picture. So I watched them, went back and rewatched everything again. Repetition is the mother of learning, of all learning. Okay. And by rewatching things, you pick up things that you didn't before. Okay. Because as you grow as a marketer, you're going to get more experience and you're going to see things from a different perspective. Okay. He talks about creating your money page. I do have a money page, but it is for my main product that is an evergreen product that I'm promoting called Lead Creator. And so when I do come up with my, promotional product that I want to do the one-off promotion for, I will create a new money page and I'll go through that whole process of creating a promotional workflow, okay, an automation that I drop people in from our broadcast list and let them go through, build up the hype first, hype, get it all hyped up, and then drop it in there and start promoting the product that I wanted to promote. And when they're done, I take them out of the promotion, put them back in my broadcast list, and start sending them value-driven emails again. Okay, and that's basically it. I've been doing that for the last, I don't know how many years already, almost 4 or 5 years already. So this is something that you're going to learn. And I can't think of a better person to learn it from than Philip Barrowman. So, if you guys are interested in building the business and you're tired of buying shiny object products from places like Warrior Plus or JV Zoo, then this is for you. Okay, just watch my case study as I went through all of it. All right. So, lastly, couple of things here. We talked about the automation. I know how to do that. I didn't do it because I don't have a product, but I know how to do all this stuff because I've done it over and over again. So with that though, I gotta say, even though I did it over and over again, I don't necessarily follow, what Philip teaches, because as I've grown in experience, I change things up on my own. I want to experiment. I want to learn and I want to grow. So usually I bounce these ideas off of him and he'll give me his opinion on it and maybe say, oh no, maybe, instead of doing it, maybe tweak it to do this. And so that's why it's so powerful to have, the Tao Marketing Academy, to have Philip Barrowman, backing me up, because he has my back. Anytime I have a question, he's my coach. He answers it. And that's the value of having a good coach. He talks about scheduling the Kickstart email, and that is the email that you send that starts the promotion. And in the case of Get Response, you will send out a newsletter to your list. And from there, once that newsletter is sent, that kicks in the automation. That's how Get Response works. Okay. Again, System.io I'm using, it's different, but it's basically the same in terms of the follow-ups, whether people have opened and clicked or not. Okay. So all of this stuff is consistent with the training. And then lastly, double check everything before you get it started. And yes, I do like to double check, and I recommend that you do that as well, because you're going to find mistakes as they go along. So lots of times I will run myself through the automation first. So always getting prepared before you do the one-off promotion. If it's a launch, sometimes it's harder because the time frame is really short. But if you have, let's say, a promotion of a product that you discovered and the product's already been around, okay, and you want to promote it one time to your list, then you have time to prepare. So you might as well go through and just run yourself through the automation to see what everything looks like, okay? When it's your first promotion, your one-off promotion, take your time. Take your time and go through it and ensure that everything is working in good working order, okay? So with that, I guess let me just show you my my YouTube channel here. So here's my YouTube channel. Let's see, I've got 876 subscribers so far for my channel. And again, if you're watching this video for the first time, I've been running a YouTube ad promotion to increase my subscriber count. And it is not because I want the vanity metric of having a lot of subscribers. It's merely because when somebody subscribes to my channel, that opens them up to seeing more of my content. So anytime I promote something now, or I not promote, but I publish something on my YouTube channel, they will see it. Okay. Even if they turn off their notifications, it'll show up in their feed. Okay. Because they've shown interest in my channel. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. So the larger my subscriber base, the more people, the more eyeballs that see my content. And all that means is the more they see it, the more likely they're going to click on it, watch my video, perhaps click on one of my affiliate links, right? And that's how I can get them to eventually buy a product from me. Okay, guys? So with that, thank you so much for watching my case study update where I'm building my profitable affiliate marketing business using the power of YouTube. One more module left to go, and then it's over. Well, actually, the case study is over, but I will continue working and building my business. And if you guys want to watch all of the case study videos, I've dropped a link down in the description below. Go ahead and watch them, right? Open them up, sit there with a bag of popcorn and your favorite beverage and just watch them. You can watch them in 2x speed if you want to, even though my voice will sound funny. But you can watch them, and learn and just go along with the journey with me as I build this business. All right, guys? So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Ken Furukawa, your lead magnet authority, and I'll see you guys in my next case study update. Cheers.